I've got a busy day today. I have to go grocery shopping today. It's meal planning day. I need to make a meal plan because can I tell you what happens when I don't? I eat 4 pieces of pizza for dinner. I don't even like pizza, but I'm like, what else is for dinner? Do you know what happened yesterday? Avelina had a soccer party, end of the year soccer party, or end of the season, whatever happened, a soccer party, and they had extra pizza. Since she is her father's daughter, she took home a box of pizza and I said, Avelina made dinner tonight, and so that's what we had for dinner, and I had 4 pieces, and I thought, I didn't even put out a salad, I didn't do anything extra. It was lovely that I didn't have to do anything, but also, I don't even like pizza, so I need to make sure I make a meal plan that consists of healthy foods that I enjoy, that I know my family enjoys, and I have gone ahead and printed out some recipes. I think I'm gonna be doing another soup week of dinners because there's just too many good soup recipes to not do a second edition. And I finally, the baby is napping, so I'm gonna have a little bit of time, hopefully, to sift through these cookbooks that I got for Christmas that I haven't had a good chance to look through yet. Since I've already done some of the legwork, I just asked Avelina, hey, what's your favorite soup that I've made, or dinner idea? And she really loved the hamburger soup. All of my kids loved it. Like, they said it was the best thing I've ever made. Kind of hurt my feelings because I didn't think it was that great. I mean, it was good, but I thought I made better things than that. But anyway, I also found a recipe on Instagram. Please, somebody explain why everyone is doing this. Like, I'll find a recipe and they'll say, comment this, and I'll send you the recipe. I'm like, I don't want to comment. Just put it in the description box. Give me a link that I can go to. I don't care if it's a blog post and I have to scroll for 5 minutes to find the recipe. I don't want you to send it to me in my messages. It's going to get lost in my it's just a mess. Can we stop the madness? But anyway, I found a really good recipe, or at least it looks really good, of tomato basil soup. So that is numero uno on my meal plan. And then the second part of that is like, I have nothing to print it up. It's just in my message inbox. I guess I can screenshot it and then print it up, but whatever. So I'm gonna grab that. And then I have some really good ones to sift through and decide which ones I wanna make. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to strike gold twice and find a dessert soup, but my fingers are crossed here.
So I'll have to tell you, the Joanna Gaines book had several soup recipes, not several, there was, I don't know, a handful of soup recipes. I'm flipping through them right now, and Meredith is always my sidekick. She's always by my side, so she's looking through them with me, and she pointed out her favorite. So I added that to the meal plan, but I also saw a couple more that really piqued my interest. So one was a red pepper soup. I don't remember the proper name. And then another one was a pho. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to make these eventually one day. So there may be a part 3 soup recipe. There was also an enchilada soup, which has been on my meal plan for a while. I just haven't gotten to it. It's like one of those things that I want to try, but I keep bumping it to the bottom because there are things that I find more exciting, or for whatever reason just keeps getting bumped. And the one that I have had printed out was from Macro Friendly Foods, my favorite. And I love printing out my recipes from Macro Friendly Foods because they all look uniform, and because they're all from the same place and they're all just so beautiful. And so those are the ones that I printed out. I'm writing down the one that got sent to me in a message from Instagram. Listen, I get it. The algorithm is like, they're trying to make us comment, so their stuff gets pushed and it shows engagement and all that. I will comment. Wow, this is amazing. I will comment anything. Just put a link in your profile to the recipe. I don't care anything other than messaging it to me. Am I the only one who feels this way? I don't know. Let me know if that's been bothering you too. And it's about everything. Comment this and blah, blah. I'm like, no, thank you. Just make it easily accessible for me, okay? So, especially, first of all, hold on, fifth of all, actually, especially when there's like 70,000 comments. And then I'm thinking, they're not going to get back to me. And I understand there's like an automated program. If I write the specific word, then that sends it to me. And then in that case, I'm like, you're not even the one sending it to me. It's impersonal, and just make a website. I don't know. I digress. Meal planning, obviously. Wolfgang is on my side now, and he is actually the best at helping me meal plan. So I'm just going through, I went through the Pioneer Woman. Did I sift through that one yet? No soups in that one. Whatever recipe book this is, it's her latest and greatest. I can't remember what it's called. If you have good eyes and you can read that, then you'll know. But it didn't have any soups. It's like quick meals or something like that. I don't really know. But Meredith's favorite soup that she wanted to try kind of looked like Chef Boyardee. It's like the noodles. You know what I mean? I think that's the only thing that was alluring to her were the noodles. So I think if I just buy the noodles and put them in any soup, she'd be good with it. But the soup is essentially like another tomato-based soup. It just had maybe some meat in it and those like ring, not spiral, but just the ring pasta. I don't know what they're called. I've never bought them before. Wolfgang is also in a kick where he's like pulling out my earrings, which is so super fun. It's not a kick. It's just his life. You know, he's had a hard life. He was born at a very young age. He couldn't talk. He couldn't walk. It's been a struggle ever since day one. Oh my gosh. So I'm just making my grocery list. Apparently I did a horrible job at propping up the camera because I didn't center myself at all. But you get what I'm trying to do. I try to go through and make a list of all the groceries that I need. And then here's the kicker: before I head to the store, sometimes I do my best to go through, and if I think, oh, I might have this, I'll put it on my grocery list anyway. And then before I leave to go to the store, I'll double check to see if I have that item. And if I have it in my pantry or my fridge, then I'll cross it off. But if I'm sitting here, I'm not going to get up a bunch of times just to double check. I just write it down anyway. And then I'll take the list through my house and see what I have. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's really the best I can do. It always happens where I forget something. So here's to meal planning, and here is my weekly meal plan. I'll share with you what I threw on there. Obviously, the creamy tomato basil soup, that's from an Instagram thing. And then, Thai coconut curry chicken. My marker was drying out. There was like a 2-hour span from me starting this to finishing it. It's fine. Chicken dumpling soup, chicken gnocchi soup, stuffed pepper soup, and then the crew spaghetti and meatball. That's the one that was in her Joanna Gaines's recipe book. But yeah, it took 2 hours because I had to run to the hardware store because I got the wrong door handles.
Just got home from Costco. I'll share you the loot. I actually went to Costco and Publix. I'm sure there are still some things that I need, but it's whatever. I'm so hungry. I need to nibble on something, so I'm gonna share with you everything that I got. This is a haul, mostly as a whole. Sorry, the windows and doors are open, so that airplane sounds like it is literally coming inside of the house. This is some more stuff. I haven't brought the Publix stuff out of the bags, but I'll do that. And then also some stuff down here. Mostly because I was just over sorting stuff. So I'll start over here. Some exciting things, some new things. Okay, I got Brussels sprouts. These are a lovely staple. We love to saute them with onions. Onions and bacon, is that right? We're gonna try just the onions, see how that works out for us because it is delicious. Actually, there is a seasoning called bacon. It's a thing. I don't know if it is still a thing. It used to be a thing like 5-10 years ago. I wonder, that would probably taste delicious on that. And then I grabbed a bunch of tomatoes for the tomato basil soup. These tomatoes were a great deal at Costco. Well, I don't know. I don't buy tomatoes a lot other than to make like pico de gallo or homemade salsa, whatever. I also grabbed these 2 pre-made salad kits. My meal prep is done for the week. This is a Thai chili mango chopped salad kit, and it comes in a 2-pack. And really, this is a pretty hefty portion. And then I got the green goddess chopped salad kit, and this looked really good. It had plant-based green goddess dressing. I've never had it before, so this one has quinoa in it. I don't know. They both just sound really good, and I typically get the Mediterranean crunch salad, which is so good, but I figured, I'll try new things because they might be good. I also grabbed a whole bag of bell peppers. We love to munch on those, and they're super great. I think I need 1 bell pepper for the tomato basil soup. I also grabbed mango chunks, which I don't normally buy frozen fruit, like just in general, but Costco has a great price on all their frozen fruit. So I grabbed some mango chunks. There is this one dessert that we love. It's like jasmine rice, coconut milk, and mango chunks, and then, some sugar because it's dessert, like Thai sticky rice or something like that. It is so good. We're going to be having a lot of that. Or I'll throw some in the smoothies because I did end up getting this organic super smoothie. Oh, it comes in 8-ounce bags. One time they had a sample of this, and I told the kids next time I go, if we had room in our freezer, I would get some of them. Normally
we have the big bag of mixed berries and we throw that in yogurt, and that's fantastic. But this is like 4 smoothies, I guess. I don't know. It's got spinach, kale, bananas, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, and it was really good when we had it. I guess just throw some milk into a blender and then boom, you've got yourself a smoothie. Super easy breakfast for school days. And then I grabbed some baby Bella mushrooms. We love doing veggies on the grill, so mushrooms and zucchini. They didn't have zucchini. Okay, sorry. I've stopped this like 3 times. I don't know where I was. I think the mushrooms, love mushrooms. So many great nutrients in a mushroom. And I just saute it with a little bit of salt, pepper, oil. It's so simple and so delicious. Veggies really are just so flavorful. Is so good. I also grabbed a pineapple. We're loving chocolate covered pineapple lately. I got one of those. And then I grabbed some oranges. The oranges we had, I needed orange juice for something. And so I just went through all the like crappy oranges we had and cleared out our drawer. So happy to replenish. And then I grabbed some cucumbers. These are like hefty looking cucumbers, right? It's a great price at Costco. You get 3 of them. They look really nice. They taste delicious. I love to throw these in salads. So good. And then I grabbed some avocados. My kids love these. Alex loves these. And you can't beat the price at Costco. You get 1, 2, 3, 6 in there. That's nice. A couple bundles of bananas over here. My kids eat through bananas like crazy, which is great. One night they were even fighting over bananas. I'm like, you need to relax. I'll get more. Broccoli florets, those are frozen broccoli florets, and I just love to keep those in the freezer on hand when I'm making like dinners. Even great on the sheet pan if you're throwing them in the oven. I also got some fresh broccoli florets too. Listen, it's like affordable. It lasts a little bit in the fridge if I don't get to it right away. It's also delicious. My kids love them. We don't always get the fresh kind. I figured, why the heck not, right? If I'm putting out like a crudité or something like that, it's always good to have fresh broccoli. I didn't get any cauliflower, but we'll get over it. I also grabbed a whole new bag of garlic because I have gone through all of the garlic that I have, so it's nice to have a fresh new pack. And then I grabbed 2 containers of strawberries. These smell so good. They're wafting through the air. Chocolate covered strawberries are our obsession lately, so I'm really happy to replenish our supply. And then of course like bedtime snack or breakfast in the morning, literally breakfast, lunch, dinner, we're having strawberries. I'm putting them out on the table. They're so good and semi-affordable this time of year because it's almost strawberry season. I should put on my strawberry sweater because it's that good. And on top of the cucumbers that I got over there, I also got the mini cucumbers, or what are these called? Snacking seedless cucumbers. Okay, whatever. Eleanor loves cucumbers. I throw them in the kids' lunches. It's always nice to have a little snack like that. I also grabbed some raspberries. These were really affordable. I want to say like $2.50 or something for this many raspberries is unheard of, but Costco does it actually a lot, so I shouldn't be that surprised. Sometimes I get more than this, but it really depends on my kids' moods, whether they're gonna eat them. They either all get eaten at once or they get stuck in my fridge and they go bad, you know. I grabbed, ooh, what's this? Fresh from Italy. I grabbed some kiwis, love these. Now I'm hoping I got the right kind. I love the green kiwis. I've had the golden kiwis before. It's whatever, I don't know. Some people rave about the golden kiwis. I guess it's always nice to have something different. And did you know there's like 100 strands of like every vegetable ever? Can you imagine the vegetables we're missing out on because it's not readily available for us? That's crazy. I should start a garden. And then I grabbed some blueberries. These are always nice. I think I have another container of these because I ran to Costco just on a whim on the way home one day. I grabbed just some random stuff, but I did grab some blueberries and I don't think we've opened them yet. So Wolfgang will literally eat an entire container of these, which is like good because they're blueberries, and not so great because then his feces is literally gray, blue. Okay, hold on. A couple more veggies, I guess you can say, in here. I don't even know where this bag came from, but I did get onions, a whole bag of onions. Last time I got onions, there were like 4 in there, but they were the size of my head. It was wild. And then I grabbed some sweet potatoes too. My kids love sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes, and I feel like I don't make them enough, so hopefully I make those. I'll have to put them on my meal plan. And then these Aussie Bites, I used to get these a lot. It's a great treat. I think they're vegan. It's like a healthier treat, I want to say. I've come to tell myself that anyway. So there's rolled oats, dried apricots, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, honey, coconut, quinoa, chia seeds, and more. So lots of omega-3s, a little bit of fiber, no trans fat. They taste really great. They are hearty. You kind of feel like a bird when you're eating them because, you know, they're seedy and they've got like a nice mouthfeel. I enjoy them. I'm sure they're polarizing for some people. Bonus, they are gluten-free too. All right, cool beans. Oh, I didn't buy this one. Hey, I got some healthy stuff like organic quinoa. So I think I used to make quinoa all the time. You have to rinse it before you cook it. So if you've ever had quinoa, if you've ever made it and you're like, oh, that tastes disgusting. Well, rinse it beforehand and it might change your mind. Also, they have different kinds. This one I think is all white, but they have multicolored quinoa. So that has a different taste to it as well. A little bit different texture. But anyway, I figured, you know what? I should start making more of this. Even if I mix it in with rice, when I cook it, it'll just, I don't know, feel that much more healthier that I'm putting nutrients in my kid's body rather than just white rice, you know what I mean? I mean, I make jasmine rice, but it's all the same. This has protein in it because it's actually not a grain, it's a seed or something. Known as the mother grain in South American culture, dates back to the Incan Empire and is actually a seed. Hey, not a grain, didn't I just say that? It's like knowledge and stuff. I used to be really healthy and then I got off the bandwagon and so I'm trying to get back on it. It's a process, slowly but surely. I also grabbed one of these, speaking of being healthy. It is a vegetarian, I'm pretty sure. It's made with cheese and vegetables, lasagna primavera. And it's just a quick, easy convenience meal. You can throw this in the freezer. And for me, that's what I would do. Throw it in the freezer and just have it for one of those nights where like, you know, we're getting home at 7 and I'm like, wow, I need to throw something in the oven, or, you know, throw it in the oven. It's whatever. You can figure it out. But serve it with a salad, maybe vegetable, and dinner is good to go. For the tomato soup, you need one of these. And one of them at a normal grocery store is like $7. Or I could have spent $8 at Costco and got 3 of them, and that's exactly what I did. I love these, and I could put them out during Super Bowl or whenever we have people over or something because they're just so delicious. I also grabbed a block of cheddar cheese. I bought like a shredder thing for my KitchenAid. I'm pretty sure it's for my KitchenAid, so I'm excited to shred my own cheese and then freeze it. Hey, look at me. And then I got the sharp sliced cheese. My kids like this. It's like making your own grilled cheese and stuff like that. Or if they're making quesadillas, they usually use the shredded cheese for that too. But this is great for sandwiches, whatever. And listen, I've been out of this and I don't know what my life is like without it, okay? Because I was thinking, so we've got a stockpile of condiments and random stuff. If the world were ending, I would be upset if I didn't have this. So I picked it up. I don't eat it as much as I used to, and come summertime, we'll be eating it a lot more because I use it in my favorite marinade, but I just thought, you know what, I need to replenish my stash, so I grabbed some. Speaking of replenishing my stash, these Heavenly Hunka Chunks, they are the reason I exist. They're so good. They come in different flavors, but at Costco, they sell them in a large bag this way, which is the best way I buy them because you save a lot of money, especially when they go on sale. They weren't on sale today, so there was $10. My kids love them. It's baked with love and real ingredients. This is the dark chocolate oatmeal. It's a gluten-free thing, and they're just so delicious. It kind of tastes like an oatmeal cookie, like cookie dough. Oh my gosh. I actually can't remember last time I had a Heavenly Hunk. I feel like whenever I get them, my kids just devour them before I can even think about it. I also love this as a little treat. It's an Unreal Dark Chocolate Coconut Mini. It's kind of like a Mounds bar, if you will, but with way less sugar. There are 3 grams of added sugar in here. So it also has 1 gram of fiber and then hardly, I mean, it's a treat really, but if you compare it to a Mounds bar, I mean, it probably has way more sugar. Do you know what I mean? 52% less than the leading brand. Cool, cool, cool. I also grabbed these. Speaking of grilled cheeses, I only grabbed these because they were on clearance and it was cheaper than like buying a loaf of bread. Do you know what I mean? So we'll probably have these there. You throw them in the toaster. They're grilled cheese sandwiches, but I guess you put them in the toaster. I assume no one was buying them and that's why they were on clearance and like phasing them out. Okay, I also got this. We're running low on barbecue sauce and I actually want to try to make my own barbecue sauce, but there are so many different flavors and different recipes for barbecue sauce and I feel like, who can we trust that has the best one? Do you know what I mean? If you have one that's really good, I'd love to try it. I want to like stockpile my pantry with a ton of barbecue sauce and like make my own, but until I do that, Kinder's is the way to go. It's actually low in sugar as well. This brand is known for that. Hey, I grabbed these two. This is a nice treat for really all the kids, but Wolfgang loves them. I got those fruit strip bars from Target. They sell them, but there are 50 in here. Black Forest is a great brand, and it comes in 6 different flavors, so it's a great variety pack, and I feel like he's going to love them. I also, just for convenience, grabbed some breakfast sandwiches. This is great for Alex when he's like running out the door and I don't have a chance to like make him breakfast that morning or whatever, those crazy mornings. Older kids also like them a lot too. I have been making them with like my sourdough bread, just like, oh, I forgot to buy Canadian bacon. Wentworth loves them. Canadian bacon, just cooked eggs, and then the sourdough bread, I toast it. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Hey, I also grabbed some of this for the movie room. I'm not going to stock my supply yet, which I haven't done in a while, and I feel kind of bad, but whatever. These were on sale and the best price I've ever seen. So I went ahead and grabbed some 30 full-size bars in here. I have to be careful and hide them. Otherwise, my kids are like savages and they just eat all of them. Oh my gosh, this is my favorite thing, spinach, artichoke, and Parmesan dip. This is so good. I love this. Did I get chips to eat these with? Where are my chips? I'm looking around. I'm salivating right now. I would love to eat some of this. Healthy? No. But delicious? Yes. And football? When's the Super Bowl? I feel like it's got to be soon. Not this week, next week. That sounds about right. Okay, I also got some Dave's Killer bread, but this is Raising the Roof. Hey, 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 raise the roof. Hey, hey, raise the roof. That's not how the song goes, but that's just in my head. I love this. I actually don't know if I love this. I love Dave's Killer bread. I have never had the Raising the Roof kind, but I assume it's going to be delicious. I'm salivating over this as well. Just throw it in the toaster, smear some butter on it. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Just for breakfast, just a quick, easy, out the door. So the shtick with Dave's Killer bread is that it has, 4 grams of added sugar. Great. 3 grams of protein. That's it. It actually has a ton of carbs. I didn't look at this before I bought it. Why is Dave's Killer bread so great? This is breakfast bread. It's got some omega-3s and stuff. It has 0 high fructose corn syrup, 8 grams of whole grain. I just think it's like better for you bread. I also got another loaf of bread. I don't know where it is. I grabbed some Z bars, 36 bars in here. The kids love them. They really just love the chocolate brownie kind. I throw them in their lunch boxes. It's just a quick, easy, like, throw it in their lunchbox kind of thing. And the Z bar, their whole thing is like a little bit more protein, a little bit more fiber than like, say, a Chewy bar or a Kirkland's bar, even though we love those too. I grabbed some crispy shredded chicken tacos. Those sound really great. We've had them, I think, a couple of times in the past, and I just serve it just how it shows, like with some sauce and some shredded lettuce and beans, and you're good to go. I make a mean black bean, I don't know what it's called, but it is so good. I kind of want to make that, so hopefully I put that on my meal plan. Seeds of Change, we've got organic quinoa. This is like the microwavable rice. I get these in the pouches. There are 6 pouches in here, and it's just super convenient if the kids are eating Madras lentils, which we also love. There are 8 pouches in here, so it's like the hot dog to bun ratio happening, but we get over it. I also really like serving them with cauliflower rice. I didn't see the cauliflower rice, which I love the shelf-stable cauliflower rice, but I haven't seen it in Costco in a while, and we just ran out. I think I got it from Thrive Market, actually, because they always have it. But I love serving it this way. The kids get a little bit of vegetable, and then the Madras lentils are great. Obviously, lentils, beans, all good stuff happening in there. It's a great little lunch. I've even served it for dinner before when I've been in a pinch. And then the Uncrustables, we have a nephew that comes over. He loves these, so I always make sure to have them stocked in my fridge. Oh, and then back here, I got some almond flour crackers, and I haven't had them before. I mean, I've had the Simple Mills almond flour crackers, but not the farmhouse cheddar, so I'm excited to give those a try. Eleanor, last time we were at Costco, asked for these, and I said, let me just get them when I do a big haul, because I just, just sometimes it's just better to get it all at once. And it is the seaweed, sea salt, and then they have some teriyaki. I think she's excited about the teriyaki. I think her friend maybe had some and was sharing with her or what have you. So that's what happened there. Oh, I can smell this. Oh my gosh, I want to eat some of it so bad. It is a croissant. And Costco has the best croissants, especially for $6. You get like 100 in here for $6. You can't even buy flour. You can't even buy butter to make this for $6. It's insane. Hey, have you tried the Kirkland lightly breaded chicken breast chunks? Very similar to the other brand with the green bag, but it's $5 cheaper. Is there a taste difference? I feel like yes, okay? But to save $5, it's not that big of a deal, you know? So that's what I'm doing. That's what I did today. Save $5 and that's good to go. I'm also out of brownie mix. The past couple of weeks, we've had to make brownies from scratch, if you can imagine that. And so I decided I really want to make my own brownie mix, but I'm testing out certain different recipes and stuff. But until we get it right, I grabbed a box of my beloved, the true Ghirardelli chocolate brownie mixes. I, of course, had to get an entire bag of these tortilla chips. It's a great deal. And we eat it during taco night, nachos, whatever. It's just good. Eat it with anything. Eat it with that spinach artichoke dip. And then my kids really like these chicken melts. I've packed them in their lunch boxes for school. They come home and eat them as like after school snacks. It just has like chicken and cheese, and then it's in like a patty. So what are those things called? I don't know, like bread patty kind of thing. Delicious. And over here, can't forget about this stuff. I think we're out of toilet paper. I'm pretty sure we're out of paper towels as well. But we went without paper towels for a few days, or maybe a week, I don't know, on our counter. And we were like, we don't really need them. So I'm gonna see how much longer we can go without them, because we do use towels a lot. And so that's whatever. So I got some toilet paper. It's a great deal. It wasn't on sale. It normally goes on sale, and that's when I stock up. So I only got one pack. I didn't want it to be like a recreation of 2020. Do you know what I mean? And then, oh, here's the other bread that I got. Just the normal, like this is great for sandwiches. The kids make peanut butter and jellies with that too. And then the kids love the Tostinos. This is queso. It's cheese. And it was on sale for like $4.50. And I thought, well, that is a bargain and a half. And then we're running low on plates. So I stocked up on some plates. These are left over from Valentine's Day, even though Valentine's Day hasn't happened yet. I also grabbed some pants. This was a 2-pack. So I grabbed a pack for Avelina, and they're joggers. They're like sweatpants, you know. I also grabbed a couple for these are for Eleanor. And then I grabbed a pack for Wentworth as well. And that's all the sizes that it covered for my kiddos. And then I grabbed these for Meredith, some pants. It was the same price. I feel like maybe even cheaper than Cat and Jack from Target. And she is needing a few more pairs of pants because one, she's growing. Oh, did I get the wrong size? Oh my heck, I think I got the wrong size. Although these do look a little longer. Then, I don't know. I'm like, how tall is she? I think they'll be okay. They look a little longer than the 3T pants that she has. And then I grabbed these for Wentworth because I didn't want to leave him out either. I just thought this outfit was so cute. And this outfit isn't my favorite, but I don't know, it came with it. All right, now let me unpack the Publix. So over here, my super small Publix haul. I got green onions, cilantro. I also grabbed really nice crunchy grapes. Avelina had several friends come home with her yesterday because it was like a middle school talent show. They were all doing it together. So they came home and I ran to Publix. I got like a whole snack board putting out for them, and the grapes were amazing and they ate through all of them. I bought more than this, but obviously it was more people. So I had to get more. It's one of Wolfgang's favorite things to eat. I also grabbed some basil for the tomato basil soup. It's gonna be so good. I actually don't even know. I don't think I like tomato soup, but here we go anyway. I grabbed these. They looked new. Nature's Bakery. This is the brand that makes like the healthier Fig Newton bars. I don't know how healthy it could be because it does have a lot of sugar, but it's also created with whole grains, dates, and cocoa. And I don't know, I'm a sucker for a brownie. And it was at like the end of my trip and I thought, throw it in the cart, you know? I got some zucchini, also some salami. This is for one of my nephews that, you know, comes over pretty frequently. So I like to have this stocked for him. I ran out of cumin, so I made sure to get some of that. This salad dressing, some of the best salad dressing. We had one of our neighbors over for dinner the other night, and I was out of salad dressing. I made a salad and I said, hey, can you bring over some salad dressing? And this is what he brought, and holy cow, it was delicious. Creamy Vidalia onion, and it was at the top shelf, okay? I don't know this brand. This is like the only dressing in this brand. So it's like they made something perfect and they didn't want to do anything else. I also grabbed, oh, I didn't get any salsa. I'm out of jarred salsa, so I can't make my chili without it. And then I grabbed some of this. What is this? Plant protein? It's whatever. I get this when it's buy one, get one free and kind of just stock up. Some people ask why I put spaghetti sauce in my chili, and the answer is because. And then I also grabbed some of these because they were buy one, get one free. Wolfgang really likes them. They're Once Upon a Farm, which I love this brand, and it's like a fruit and vegetable pouch. And he's tried all of them. He loves them all. And it's just a nice, easy, convenient food. Love that. And then I was too lazy to take the milk out here, but we always do almond milk. This is unsweetened vanilla. So good. I'm trying to keep it cool because I am going to munch on some stuff. And munch is exactly what I did. I couldn't tell you what I munched on, but I can tell you it is confirmed we are an ingredient household. I've come to find out. Avelina says her friends say that we are an ingredient household because they'll like go to grab a snack. I personally think that we have a lot of grabby snacks like the Z-bars and the granola bars and applesauce pouches or whatever, but we don't have Takis, which I think is popular amongst the middle schoolers. What else? I don't know, but she comes home from her friend's houses and she's like, oh my gosh, they had the best snacks or whatever. And I'm like, oh, what did they have? You know, all the good stuff. So I don't know. My kids are so deprived, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But she did come in. I don't know where the other kids... this was the night where the other kids had all their after-school activities. She is finishing off her soccer and starting flag football. And I think that's the only thing that she's doing right now. Possibly. It doesn't really matter. But she was home, so she helped me put some groceries away, it's always nice to have a helping hand because it's always such a to-do. I feel like I spent 2 hours putting the groceries away and then cleaning up and then making dinner and then cleaning up, all just to sit down for a whole 4.5 minutes to eat and then clean up again. This is my stack that I'm bringing out to the garage freezer, and I'm just impressed with it, okay? Some of these punks go out with like one item. I'm like, stack it. Isn't he adorable? I'm just printing out recipes for the meal plan, and he's always such a great helper, pressing all the buttons, canceling it. So this is the before shot of my pantry. Recently, I went through and I added some bins and risers and all these cool little gizmos and knickknacks and stuff to make it look more organized and more streamlined. And I did the side, like to the left, right when we moved in. I feel like I had a lot of those white baskets. I bought more of them too, just to make it more streamlined when we first moved in. And those have helped a lot, and it looks nice. And on this side of the pantry, it's just kind of been a hodgepodge of chaos and madness. And it never really has looked nice. And for the stuff that's over here, I didn't think bins would be helpful because I did have like just random bins, whatever I had left over, baskets, and it's just not working out for me. So I recently got the stackable risers, and those are fantastic. I've been loving them. I feel like I've doubled the space in this pantry as if I needed to. It's a humongous pantry as it stands. But, you know, we got a lot of people, and this is where we put all of our oversupply of products. So, you know, for when the apocalypse happens. And did you know the apocalypse is bound to happen? Have you seen that movie with Julia Roberts? And, like, technology goes down and, you know what I mean? Like, it could happen. I'm just saying. So, anyway, I got more of the bins, and now I'm looking on my phone because I thought, you know what? I bought more than this. I have 4 here, and I'm looking at my phone, and it won't be in for a couple more weeks. So I did get the longer ones, and that's what I was waiting on because they weren't in stock, but it had an option to like buy them now, I guess, and then they'll send them to me when they're available or what have you. So that's what I did. Those will work for now. And then I've always had this basket just full of, I don't even know what's in here, to the right. And to the left, I had a whole bunch of crap stacked over there. I had a bowl. I had some, just all the stuff just thrown in the corner. I almost got a corner shelf, and then I talked myself out of it and decided that I wasn't going to do that because I'm sorry, the camera is moving. It's moving by itself, actually. But I decided the corner riser just wasn't large enough to fill that space, so I left it out. I'm rearranging up here, putting all of the larger items to the right, like these cutting boards that I do use frequently, But before they were just in the middle, and I always, like, I would have nightmares that they would fall on my kids as they were looking for snacks in the pantry, and then my kids' skulls would crack open, blood would be everywhere, and then hospital visits for the rest of my life, you know? So I'm glad I moved them, and they're not that they were wobbly, but I don't know, I was just always worried. So I like that they're snug up against the wall this way, and I'm just filling this stuff with the random stuff that I've had. So a lot of the baskets up here were just filled with treats, and oh my gosh, I just had jalapeno hummus, and now I'm like rubbing my eye, and now my eye is burning. Ugh. So one of the baskets up there, I'm gonna get some eye drops, was full of s'mores stuff. So I had the Nestle chocolate, and someone recently said after opening it, you have to refrigerate it. And so I got rid of that because who knows when's the last time we opened it, probably a year ago when we had our ice cream bar or whatever. So, well, less than a year, but you get what I'm saying. Summertime and the living is easy. But this Ghirardelli chocolate says use within 3 weeks of opening. I think it's been more than 3 weeks, but I'm keeping it anyway. And it doesn't say anywhere on it to refrigerate it. And then the caramel sauce was empty because it got left open and then dumped over, and it spilled all over my pantry at one point. So I need to get some more of that, needless to say. But all the other stuff, I didn't realize how many marshmallows I had, which makes sense because last time I needed marshmallows, I was like, that's it. I always run out of marshmallows. So I bought like 5 bags, and now I have 3 left. So that's nice. It's good to see all of it. But then in another token, my kids can also see all of the treats. And then in a third token, we have a nephew that comes over that I've told you about, and he loves treats and has very little self-control. So I'm going to have to try to find a way to hide it somewhat, but also have it be seen. I don't know. As I'm saying it out loud, it's like, it makes no sense. We'll do our best over here. We'll see if it becomes a problem. Then I'll have to put the stuff elsewhere. But this is another thing, my 24 count muffin tin. I love that thing. It's so large and in charge, but it just often got thrown at the top. And I'm like, that's going to fall on someone. So I'm glad to shove it right in the corner, and it fits and it's snug and it feels good. So that just felt so nice to kind of declutter and organize up there, even though I barely got rid of anything, well, other than expired stuff. It just feels nice that it's organized. And then down here, oh my gosh, I feel like this is always a dumping ground for all the food. So I'm just putting the lentils and rice packets that I bought in this little container. Like, not all the containers in here match, and that's fine with me. I don't really care. I'm just using what I have, and that's just the bin that I've always had. I think at one point it was a Tupperware bin, but I just threw the lid away because I didn't really use it, and used it the bottom as a holder for the lentils and rice. And I'm replenishing my flour because I've been going through a lot of sourdough, like making sourdough stuff. And one day I ran out of flour, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need more flour. So I'm glad that that's refilled. That's one thing off my list of things. And then this bag that I'm emptying, brought it to the park one day, and the kids just didn't eat as many snacks as I thought they would. And see, what happens is, well, I overpack really, because you never want to be without a snack. So some of this stuff I put back in, and then there were a couple of items in there that went bad, like 2 Baby Bell cheeses, which could be worse, but if I would have just emptied it right away, I think it would be fine. But, or, I didn't even pack an ice pack or anything like that. So I think I just assumed it's either going to get eaten or it's going to go bad, just based off of the amount of time that was spent at the park. So anyway, I'm going through trying to find a nice spot for these forks, because they just keep floating around my pantry, and they don't fit in the basket where I have, like paper products for when we use those kinds of things. But here's the after, here's the before. I just think it looks so much better. Minimal effort, maximum results. That's what it's all about. And I'm so glad that it's done, and more to come. That is it. That's the entire haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I got everything put away in the pantry too, looking real snazzy and nice, because I think those bins came in. So I'm excited to do that. And that's it. If you want to subscribe, put a little happy in your day. I'll see you next time. Bye.